So guys, wacha niwaonyeshe place unakaa una chill kama unataka kusoma ka kitabu kako or you just want to stay away from noise. Ya hii place unakaa una chill. Kuna place za kutembea tembea pia, like kuna bridge unaweza tembea huko. Ya hii place ni a lot of student ndio wanakuanga hapa. So nikasema niwaonyeshe before we begin with our video. So wacha tuanze hii video, we answer all your questions that umenitumia, all the concerns that you guys have. Hello guys, welcome back to the KARANJA'S. We are back again with another interesting video here. And if you've been here before, welcome back. If you are new here, karibu sana to this family. And today is actually so nice out here. Nimekaa place watu hukuja kupumzika. If you are reading your book, and after finishing my normal shughuli, I decided I do this video and answer some few questions for you. So the first question is from Njogu Grace or something. And Jogu is asking, between the married and the single, who have the great chances of winning? There is no discrimination. If you're married or you're single, the chances are all the same. It all depends with how lucky you are, and is that the year you are going to be lucky. So don't worry about whether you are single, whether you are married. Any one of you can win. Whether you have many kids, yeah, those are the things you should not worry about. So I hope I answered that question. The other question I am getting here is from Cecilia Mbide, and the question is, does a child under 1 month need a photo? So the answer to that question is very simple. Everybody who is applying for DV need a photo, and the photo must be a quality photo. So whether you are 1 year old, whether you are 6 months, I remember when we were doing the photos for our application, one of our child was 6 months, and we had to get a photo for him too, even if sometimes it's not so easy to do a 6 months old baby photos, but they are doable. You can put them in bed as they are facing up, and you take the photo from above. So everybody needs a photo. The other question is from Haron Ngaro. Haron Ngaro asks, what if you apply for DV without a passport? This question, I had answered it again, and I'm going to answer it again here. So this coming year, you don't need a passport. There was an year that the previous administration had put the restrictions that you needed a passport to apply for DV. This year, you don't need a passport. So you can apply without a passport, but you need a passport if you get lucky and you are processing your papers now to go to the interview. You need a passport for the DS 260. So I hope that answers your question. So this year, you guys have more chances. Even if you don't have a passport, you are still open to do it. Even if you don't have a ready one, if yours is still not out, I know some of them in like Kenya are still not printed. Yeah, there was a time they said there was a printing problem. You know how it goes. But you don't need a passport to apply. So the other question is from Corey, K21. Corey is asking, bro, after how long should one fill the DS 260 after winning? The early, the better. So if you have all your documents ready, you should fill in the DS 260 immediately. The reason being, if your number become current, if your case number, let's say, is like 40,000, or yeah, let's say 40,000, if the case number become current and you're supposed to receive an interview letter and you have not submitted your DS260, you're not going to receive the interview letter. So if I was lucky and I won this year or next year, I would submit my DS260 immediately. So the best answer for that question is immediately. Okay, that is one question. Somebody else here called America Beautiful from Tanzania. He's saying hi. Hi there. The other person is asking, how do I confirm my photo meets the requirement? So there is a tool that is provided in the state government website that is able to tell you whether your photo meets the requirement. So that tool is the one that you will use to check your photo if it meets the requirement. I will do a specific video to show you about the photo editing very soon. So I will include that tool in that video. So keep tuned so that you can be able to get the exact praise and what they are looking for. So the other person here is called Mkurugenzi Masring. Mkurugenzi Masring. And Mkurugenzi Masring anauliza, please recommend me a best photo studio you used in Kenya, please. So any good studio that knows what they are doing can be able to get a quality photo that meets the requirement. But for me, and the place I used to go every time I was playing the DV was Mac Studio Thika. So Mac Studio is in Thika near the post office, behind the post office. You can go, there is a place where they used to have Lynn Supermarket, it is behind. So the easiest way to go to Mac Studio is in between the post office and KCB Bank Thika. There is a chum there. You can go through all the way towards almost towards the end. That's where Mac Studio is. I am not affiliated with Mac Studio, but I know so many people who have gone there and they have won. I know families, I know friends, and now me and my family. That is the same place we went. So each year, a good number of people from that place win. That means, it doesn't mean that they are lucky or their submission is the best. What it means is they are able to do an application for you that meets the requirement, and that application is able to go all the way to the end of the selection process. And that's why many people become lucky. So I hope I answered that question to you, Mkurugenzi. Oh, the other thing I want to clarify first. Yes. So, Beth Wanja, thank you for reminding me. So, the cutoff grade for Kenya is not a D+. They changed that to a D-. So, if you have a D- in high school, you should be able to be good when you win your DV. So I'll take that back from the previous video. It is a D minor and not a D plus. So that increased a chance for many people too. So I have 4 names. This is from Bruno. Bruno says, I have 4 names in my ID card. Which one can I use as a middle name? Bruno, in this case, it is so tricky. But this is what I would say. When you are applying for your passport, your ID doesn't matter. In this case of immigration, when you go for your interview, nobody will even ask you for your ID. But when you're going to apply for your passport, the names on your ID will appear on your passport. When you're doing the application, you put 3 names that are on your ID so that you can be able to differentiate the first, the second, and the last name. Unless the last name is 2 names together, that is when I would put all of them. But if you are applying for your passport, you know your last family name, make sure you are using it as your last family name, you know your first name, and you know your second name. That way, you will not have so many of these confusion. I hope I answered your question, Bruno. So, this other person asking, Caleb Norman, you're asking, I have a D minor, so I want to get a visa. As I said, I'll take that back. It is a D minor, so you should be able to get your visa in case you win. Okay, the other question is from Auntie Dada. Sir, what if I don't have a high school diploma, no work experience? Do I still qualify? Auntie Dada, if you don't have one of the 2, you are not qualified. You will be able to probably submit your application. You might become lucky, but at the end of the day, when you go to your interview, you will be disqualified on that point of not meeting the qualifications. So, yeah, I hope I answered your question there. So let's see if we have any more questions. Yeah. Somebody is asking, Lucy is asking here. Please, hebu niambie, nishapigwa picha lakini haina kara yangu kabisa. Inakaa hiyo kara ya lightening inaweza affect. Anyway, but the measurement ziko okay. Kumuuliza akasema ni mwangaza iko na any effect. Yes, Lucy, the photo should show you as you are. So anything yenye imeadiwa on that photo is brightness really matters when we are looking at the quality of that photo. And if that photo doesn't meet their quality, if that light kind of changes who you are, ukiangaliwa kwa uso, that will affect your application. And itakuwa ni your photo application. So, clarify about your D. It's a D minor. Somebody else had asked, Davis Gumbe, it's a D minor. So I think I'll answer those questions up to there so that I continue with what I was coming to do here. And I'll continue answering your questions. I'll continue editing the photos. So don't forget to ask the questions that you guys have. And in the next video, we will do the same. So I'll not leave your question unanswered. Ukiuliza swali, we answer you. Tunakupatia the facts. Those facts is the truth. Sometimes we always want to hear what we want to hear, but there is the other side of facts. Na kuna things like the green card lottery, it is the facts. It is not about what we want to hear. And that's why I am very open to you. And mi huwaambia ukweli ndio inawa, wanasemanga the truth set you free. Na Kiswahili tunasemanga aje? Ukweli ndio inaku malizia hiyo ingine hapo kwa comment, hebu malizia. Ukweli sometimes Kiswahili ni ngumu. Yeah, the truth set you free. So if you want an easy process, just do the right thing and it will set you free. Yeah, that's all for today's video. And until next time, you guys have a good time. See ya.